Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more DC Worlds Collide. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. We had a blast getting to chapter 50 yesterday. A little bit frustrating. Cyborg was irritating me just a little bit yesterday, but we got through it. But today I want to talk about gear, and more specifically signaturing gear, kind of what I'm going through and what my thought process is for signaturing gear, and just kind of put that out there for you guys, and we'll discuss it in the comments, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Did I help you? More than likely you will help me, and just kind of throw it out there from a free to play perspective, to manage this resource and how to try to get the most out of this that you can. I'm going to break it down into two different things. We'll talk about these pieces first, and then we'll talk about these pieces second, just because there's a little bit of a difference in the type, not in the type of gear he gets, but kind of the stats and stuff like that. So I'm going to break it into these, and plus just how to get these two is different. So just to give you a quick overview of some of the signatures I have done, and I give you my kind of take on if I should have or if I'm happy with it. We'll start here. This is an that 6% probably helped me at some point. Probably got me through a crisis watch or something where I was stuck on something, but it's probably not the most ideal. It's only an epic 1. You probably should be saving these for these epic 3s down here, but we'll talk about epic 3s in a second and why that may not be possible. It's just it's not end of the world. If you've done this on 1, it's fine. Especially if it got you through a wall that you were up against. You know, I have this piece at 25. It's an epic 2. You know, not sure if it's the perfect investment, but it's done, and it's an this one's a good piece. I'm very happy with this piece, even though it's an epic 0. It's attack bonus percent base. I'm getting 6%. I'm getting 200 armor piercing, 4% attack bonus, and then another 4% attack bonus. So this piece right here is getting me, 18.6% attack bonus plus a 6% crit rate. I like this piece a lot. I may not do better than this piece anytime soon, because coming up with these pieces with percentage bases at Epic 1, 2, or 3 have been very difficult. We just don't have a lot of access to them as free to play. I'll go over how we can get those in a minute too. Nightwing, this is a good piece. Block, more block, crit resistance, HP, defense bonus. This is a really good piece. I may not get a better piece than this anytime soon. This is an epic 2. This is probably one of my better pieces on one of my better characters, and definitely worth the signature. Ocean Master, now here's where I kind of double dipped. Wonder Woman was, as you can see, attack focused, attack bonus, attack bonus. Nightwing, defense bonus. Ocean Master's both. Now this piece is an attack bonus piece. Block, because he's on the block team, crit resistance, HP, defense, survivability. He's on the block team. We want him out there. We want him surviving, because every time Nightwing blocks, that's our counterattacker. So we also want him hitting hard too. We want him out there, and we want him hitting hard. So that's why I did this, because I want him out there. I want him surviving, and this was a good attack bonus piece. And then this was a good one for crit, because again, we want him hitting hard, right? But it also gives him survivability and gives him a 4% attack increase. I'm happy with these two pieces. He's hitting hard. It's giving him survivability. He's worth the double dip. Arrow was just a flat attack. It's an attack bonus percentage piece. Crit, armor piercing, attack bonus, attack bonus. It's another 18.6% piece of attack bonus on one of my attackers. So, and I can leave that on him, and it's just fine. It's a good piece. Kid Flash, this is probably my worst piece. This is an attack percentage piece. This should never happen. This was probably my one big mistake where I really, for whatever reason, I got impatient. I was up against something, thought this was a good idea, or else maybe I just wasn't paying attention and just thought, oh, you know, let's get him 6% more attack, because his heals are based on his attack. Heal equal to 85% of attack. Ally with the heals the ally with the lowest proportion of HP for 120% of attack. So you can see we're healing based on attack. So I probably seen that and thought, oh, you know what, we'll get the 6%, it'll help us healing, not realizing we need this percentage piece. This is a bad piece. This is a piece I shouldn't have done. But it's done. Now this piece is not bad. Again, survivability, I want him out there surviving, so I'm not mad about this stuff if it can keep him alive. The defense bonus, again, he can't heal if he's dead, and then attack bonus because that's what he heals based on. So I'm not mad with this piece. I like this piece. This piece is trash though. This was my worst piece. Aquaman, straight survivability, block, crit resistance, HP, and then some more defense bonus. Fine piece, good piece to have. Zod, again, block, crit resistance, HP bonus, defense bonus 12%, good piece. I haven't done this piece yet, even though this has got this is a more offensive piece, even though it's got the HP bonus, just because I'm not really worried about his attack right yet. Soups is another one. He's like Ocean Master. We want a little bit of both from him, so we got an HP bonus, block, we got a little bit of offense, and we'll got a defense up here. And we'll probably at some point maybe even do this one too, just to get him that 4% extra attack. And that might be close to it. We got a Superboy piece. We got a crit, armor piercing, attack bonus down here. Again, 18.6, this is a 4 and then a 10, 16.6% crit increase. But a good one for him. He's a damage dealer. We want him hitting hard. And that might be all my signatures. We got my boy Bloodsport. And I threw a block. He does a little bit. Survivability. I want him out there just because. Where's it at? Increase by block by 20% every 7 times your team's blocks an attack. Reduce, that's why he's out there. And that might be it. I don't think I have any more. Nope. All right. So what's that give us? That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 signatures so far that I've done. One really bad one, a couple that you could look at and be like, maybe you didn't need those, and a couple that I'm really happy with. So now, how I'm going to approach this moving forward, a little bit different. I think I'm going to get a little bit more focused on this. Gear's easy to ignore. You just kind of put him on there and you just let him go. It's easy to forget about it. So, but we're going to get a little bit more focused. For these 4 pieces, if you look at them, you're going to get attack. You're going to get attack bonus. You're going to get crit. And then you're going to get a crapshoot. Now this one is really is good. It's an attack bonus, crit, block, break. This is all offense. Now it's only a tier 1, but it is all offense. I got this piece that I think I'm going to put on her. Now it's got the 3, but my crapshoot is crit resistance. So I'm going to lose 7% block break, and I'll gain whatever crit resistance this gives me. I think it's worth it. I think this number will be bigger than that number. This number will be bigger. These numbers will be bigger. I'm going to get 4% more there. I think it's going to be worth adding the crit resistance. Plus, it gives her a little bit of more survivability. I am running into some crisis watches, or not crisis watches, but convergences and stuff like that, where there's a poison ivy and she just nukes my whole back row. Wonder Woman's gone. Game over. And she needs to be out there. So I think I'm just going to be try to focus on finding epic 3s, slowly improving them to where I can signature them, and then put it on her. I have this piece here, and it's the same thing. Now this one is the one Batman has is actually a little bit better because again, these are the same, but he's got a block break as opposed to an HP bonus that's on this level 3 Wonder Woman one. But again, I think I'll just keep this survivability. We'll give up a little bit of block break. We'll get the attack bonus here. I don't think it's end of the world. I think this epic 3 piece is still just a smidgen better. Because these stats will scale higher. So, but just, now you can hunt for the perfect piece if you want. Let's get back on, where was it at, this piece. You can hunt for the perfect piece if you want. and see if you can get lucky and you can get something that is offensive minded in this third slot. But as free to play, we just don't have the resources and the ability, I think, to be that picky, you know. So, but if you can, and if if you want, you definitely can try to hold out for an epic 3 that gives you a block break. But as you can see, I only have one epic 3 waste. That's the only one I've got, you know. I just don't get enough of these. I think I have 3 epic belts. That's it. You know, we just don't come by these a lot. So for these pieces, I think I'm definitely waiting, trying to get a little bit more stingy, wait for those epic 3s, build them up, signature them. Now, my only other decision with these pieces are how I do it. Do I character focus? So like I finish that piece, I put it on her. Do I do this piece next? Then do I go on a hunt for a shoulder and this to finish Wonder Woman off and be done with Wonder Woman? Or do I do it more piece? Like I have a good piece down here in Aquaman, a good block piece. That's epic 3, defense, crit resistance, 20% bonus, defensive bonus. I mean, that'd be great for Aquaman. I mean, that'd be awesome. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do it by piece or by character. You know, HP bonus. Yeah, I think the crit resistance is probably the best one. But again, I only have one, so it's not like I have a lot to choose from. So that's the only decision I have to make on those pieces is I'm going to hold out for the 3s, and then it's just a matter if I'm going to try to hunt to finish a character or just take the pieces I have and then put them on characters and maybe have her with one helmet that's epic and then work on the shoulder for Aquaman and then another character. You know, I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. Now, one of the places you can get these is you can actually buy these in the Evil Falls shop. Like there's that piece, you know, and it's defense, armor piercing, and then you got your random, like we talked about. I can do a helmet, attack. This is actually a good helmet. Who knows, you know, especially if I get that third piece, that's an attack. But you can purchase epic 3 pieces here, even the comms and the necklaces. Right, so that stores where you can purchase these pieces, and then you can just, like I said, you can decide how you want to do it from there. I haven't decided yet. I'll definitely let you guys know. Now, the necklace and the comms are a little bit different because, like we talked about with the Kid Flash, just make sure you're doing the percentage-based pieces. Those are the pieces that matter. Don't do like I did with Kid Flash and bump up this piece that isn't a percentage base. This is bad. This is a mistake. I mean, it is what it is. I'll live with it, but just so you know, that's not what you want to do. You want to focus on these. Now, so far, I've been focused on, again, Wonder Woman's attack, so I've just been doing hers. I haven't done this one yet. I probably will end up doing this one, just because block break, attack bonus, you know. If I'm going to do this piece, I might as well do this piece and give her as much survivability as possible. The only thing I would suggest with these pieces that you should pay attention to, the necklaces tend to be more offensive minded, the comms tend to be more defensive minded, and what I mean by that is if we go to necklaces and we go to attack, we see pretty much the same, right? Attack or attack bonus, percentage piece preferably, crit, armor piercing, attack bonus at the bottom, attack bonus. You see how it's all kind of the same, right? That's all offensive minded. The game views attack set as an offensive thing. Crit pieces are the same. Crit, armor piercing, attack bonus, attack bonus. Heal set is considered kind of in the middle because healing is based on your attack for a lot of characters. Like Kid Flash, you get attack bonus, you get heal bonus. You know, these are things that are going to help your healers heal better. HP is considered a tank, so you're getting defense and HP bonus. You know, that's what you're getting. Block probably is going to be considered tank, so you're getting defense HP bonus, defense HP, defense. You see, so the reason why I'm telling you this, and the comms is the same way. If we do the comms, block, crit, you're getting block, crit resistance, HP bonus. But if you do an attack, you're getting block, break, attack bonus, block, break, attack bonus, block, break, attack bonus. The reason why I'm telling you this is because you want to be careful with characters that are requiring certain things, like Batman. Or, you know what, let's do Constantine. Constantine's a better example. Speed is suggested on Constantine. You want him out there and you want him doing this ice thing that he, where is it? Where is that? Where's that? This one right here, where after his third turn he does the icicles, and those hit pretty hard. So you want him fast. The problem is that the game views speed in the necklace offensive mindedly, but in the comms it views it defensively. So as you can see, all the speeds are all the same. Block, crit resistance, HP bonus. Now we want Constantine hitting hard, right? We don't want crit resistance, HP bonus. We want and we want crits on him, right? Because what's bring us? Block, break, attack bonus. Block, break, attack bonus. You see where I'm going? Or an attack set. If you're doing an attack set, you're getting block, break, attack bonus. So just be careful with characters that are offensive minded, but might require something like speed, because the comms unit is very defensive orientated. I would think speed would fall under the offense, but for whatever reason, the game gives speed these kind of defensive bonuses. So if you're looking for a really good piece for Constantine, I should be switching either one of these out for a speed piece and making sure I'm getting a crit piece in here. So I'm getting that extra block, break, and attack bonus as opposed to crit resistance and HP bonus. Just something to pay attention to, especially in the comm set and with these speed sets. Obviously these three are more block orientated, or the bonus ones, HP and bonus. This should be an attack since it's based on attack, but that's another story. So just be careful, especially with these comm pieces. And if you're using speed, to know that the game views a speed comm piece as some kind of defensive piece as opposed to an offensive piece. So, and like with Constantine, I want offense. So at some point I'll switch this out and make sure he's a little bit more offensive minded. But yeah, and that's it. Just make sure. Oh, Lux, sorry, Lux. Just make sure that on these pieces you're only using percentage-based pieces. Don't do my Kid Flash one. Percentage-based pieces, and then like I said, with these comms, especially with that speed one, pay attention. You don't want to rob someone like Constantine of a little bit extra more oomph with a comm piece that the game views defensively as opposed to crit or something like that where you want more offense. So, and that's it. That's kind of what I'm thinking moving forward as far as this, and and how I'm gonna approach these pieces. And then of course these are the easy ones. Make sure percentage based. These I'm gonna try to hold out for epic 3s and just kind of transition my gear to a higher level to try to get some more tier 3s and stuff like that. But it's not easy. We don't get access to a lot of them. So it'll be a very slow process. It's not like in a month or two I'm going to have Wonder Woman all epic 3 gear. It's nothing like that. It's a slow process like it is free to play. But we're going to start it and we're going to get moving in that direction. The only other thing I will say is signature pieces cost these little guys right here. You can get these in several places. You can purchase them, of course, as you can everything else. 1,000 diamonds for 5. I wouldn't do this. I might consider 2,000 for these just because I tend to have a lot of these. A lot of this currency. And then the other place, and the best place you can get them, is do your system recoveries. When you're starting in the beginning here, like getting in the 20s and stuff like that, you're getting 5. By the time you're getting, I did chapter 40, I got 15 of them. So definitely be doing your system recoveries. Good source for these to get these, and that way you can have them on hand to do, because cost scales as well. I can't show you because I don't have, but I can show you this. An Epic 2 costs 30. Safe to say this will cost 40. This costs 10, 20, 30. Hopefully 40. Hopefully they don't bump it up to 50. But, you know, so not cheap, but we have places to get them. You can buy them and stuff like that. So that's just a couple of the places you can get them. I think you can even get them in here every once in a great while and stuff like that too. So, but all right, that's my take on gear, on signaturing gear. Just one of the things, just something I wanted to talk about as a free-to-play player. And you know, one of those things, like I said, gear's easy to forget about. You put the pieces on and you go, and then you're worried about rank and all this other stuff, and you kind of, gear can follow, you know, if you're worried about badges and rank and artifacts, and gear can kind of be forgotten, and it's important and you shouldn't forget it. You know, I don't do the best with it myself. So all right guys, let me know what you think. Like I said at the beginning, things I'm doing right, things I'm doing wrong. You know, you guys tend to help me more than I help you, but if I'm helping you, that's great also, you know. And just to kind of see someone who might be sharing your path. You know, sometimes you get lost in all the high end stuff, and you see, you know, all the badge 30s and everything like that, and you're like, I don't have that, I don't have access to that. You know, hopefully this is a little bit more relatable to you. So alrighty guys, well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it as always, and we'll come back and we'll do some system recovery. We'll see if we can mess around with that and how frustrating I can get myself over that. So, alrighty guys, well, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. And best of luck to you out there on those mother box pulls. Later.